Hi everyone, this is Carla, the polished stamper, coming to you from Carla's Stamp Pad. So at class the other day, we made these cute little ornaments, and the girls asked me if I would do a video for them so that they could see the directions in case they forgot how to do them. So I thought it would be a good idea, since I have a few more to make, that I just sit here and make them and explain them to you as I go. This is a 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper, and it's folded up into approximately about a 6-inch tall, 5 or 6 inches wide ornament. And you can see the bottom. They're really cute. These are adorable. I made these from a 6 by 6 sheet. And this little guy, you can see the difference, came from a 5-inch square. I just wanted to see what it would look like small. So I want to show you too how you can use the inside to stash a cute little gift. So you could, hang a pair of earrings in there or put some chocolates in there. And then when you tie it up, you hang it. All they have to do is untie the bow on the front and pull that one piece down right here, and there you go. So we're going to make those right now so you can see what it involves. So this last piece I have, I think, in here, I loved this paper. This was the Painted Christmas 12 by 12. The rest of the paper that I'm going to use is just random paper that I had downstairs in my stamp room. So I think I'm going to use this side. So the side that you want to show on the outside of your box is the side that you want to have down when you start. So you want to make sure that you're pretty precise with your folding, because it's kind of like any other origami type thing. You want to make sure that your corners line up. So we're just going to make some folds here on this. This, like I said, is a double-sided sheet. You could use a single-sided designer series paper if you wanted to. This is a little thicker than your regular paper. So what we're going to do is line up the corners and make sure that they're even and not sticking out, and then score it with your bone folder. You're going to do both directions. Like that. And then you're going to open it back up, keeping the side that you want facing out down. Then we're going to fold it corner to corner, just like so. Smash it down with your bone folder and turn it around and fold it corner to corner the other direction. There you go. Next step is a little more tricky, because this paper is kind of thick, so you want to make sure that you sort of break the fibers of the corners so it doesn't rip. So I'm going to just take my bone folder and pull the paper up and kind of just twist that paper a little at the end. I'm going to do it on all 4 corners. Hopefully you can see this. I know my arm's going across the video. But just holding this and kind of pulling your paper towards you to break those fibers. Oh, I already did that one. I think I did this one, but better safe than sorry. We're going to do it again. And the last corner, just to make it fold a little easier. Okay, so this is a little hard to see because you can't see where the fold is. But you're gonna take this, and I normally like put my nail there and just kind of roll the paper in to keep that from ripping. And you're gonna put this into your line that you folded right here. Let's lay it down so you can see. This line, that's where you're going. So you'll line it up on that line, push it down, give it a nice little crease with the back of a spoon if you don't have a bone folder. And then we're going to roll the other side in and do the exact same thing. And your ends here should be even. Just like making a paper airplane when you were a kid. Fold that down, then you're gonna open this back up and do the other corner. And we're gonna repeat this. I have some extra paper in here that keeps sliding around, so I'm just gonna get rid of that because it's driving me nuts. So I bought these on Amazon. They're like these little silicone sheets. They stick to my table so they keep the paper from sliding. And they're nice if you have projects that you want to glue, so you don't get glue all over your table, or if you have nail polish remover taken off your nails or something, you don't want to spill it on your good table. I always have one of these little mats down. I have one on my desk too. I really like them. So I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Go to this center line here. You're going to roll it in. Just kind of roll it in gently till you get where you want to go. Sometimes I have to fold this up to make sure I'm actually on the line, because if it's a busy pattern on the paper, it's kind of hard to see sometimes. I'll roll the other side in. So I think these would make really super cute things to hang on the tree, and you could hang a tag off of it and have someone's name. You could use it like as an advent kind of calendar thing. You could make a bunch of them and fill them with little treats and have a countdown. I think that would be really cute. You could hang them on a little tree or little hooks or something. So we're gonna fold that side down, score again. Lots of folds here happening. But I think the most important thing is just making sure that you break the fibers of that paper a little bit at the end so that your corners don't rip. Okay, I think we have one more fold to do here. Fold it again. Okay, now we're rolling it in. These work up pretty quickly. Because I'm gabbing, it's taking me a little bit longer than normal. Okay. There we go. All right, I think I got all four sides like the airplane. Yep. So hopefully maybe you can see this if I kink it forward. You can see there's a bunch of different lines. So what we're gonna do is fold it in half like this, and you'll see that these two sides sort of fold up. These will be what's on the inside of your little ornament. So if you see here, I actually trimmed some of that out. If you don't want to trim these, if you don't want to put anything inside, that's fine, you don't have to. But if you think you might want to put something inside, you're going to want to trim a little bit of this piece off, or it'll end up sticking out in here and it'll take up a lot of room. So we're just going to remove a little bit of the bulk. And I'd say I just follow this line and I go in maybe 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. You could use your paper trimmer too if you wanted to. That would probably be faster. And they don't have to be the same. You're not really going to see them. So we're just going to trim those off and then open it back up, and you can see then it took off that big chunk. That was a lot of paper in there that would have been taking up some real estate on the inside of your ornament. So you want to flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. Do both sides. So then all 4 pieces will be done. There we go. Okay. So that's what it looks like. So then the easy part will be putting the holes in here to hang. So we're going to punch all 4 corners, but in order to make them line up so that they're not off and you don't have to measure, I'm going to take my hole punch here and see if I can show you this. There's a line right in the middle and then a line coming up on each side. So you have like 4 sections. You want to go on that middle section. Keep this held together because you're punching through 2 pieces. And just go in, just kind of eyeball it. I don't know, that's probably 1/2 inch. And then, so that they're all the same, I'm gonna open it up and fold it this way and use that hole here for my pattern to punch the other piece. So slide it in, line it up with the original hole, do the same thing on this side. Make sure your tails are even. And there we have it. So you have 4 holes. That's it. That's all there is to it. Now, when you go to fold up, you'll see that the piece that you trimmed off is the piece that's going to want to fold in. Just that one piece. So go around and kind of pull that down and do that to all 4 sides. And then you'll just pull up like that, and your ornament, this paper is heavy enough that it didn't pop out, but if this bulges out, just give it a push to make sure that those are in the way they're supposed to. And there you go. So the last step for this would be the ribbon. So I am just gonna take this one, I believe. So you need about 15 inches. So I'll just measure on my handy paper here. More or less. You can go a little more if you want a bigger bow. You can add extra ribbon if you want to. And I think I'm gonna use some gold cording for this one. So 15 inches of your fatter ribbon and about 10 inches of the cording. 10. And I'm actually going to cut 2 of these because I want to have enough inside that if someone has like a pair of earrings that have a hole in the top of the card that they hang on, I want to have a loop inside as well so that they can tie the end of this through the earrings. So I'm trying to decide if I want to cut this or just let it as it is and let it hang on the inside. I think I'll cut this. And then we're going to take our big piece. And what you're going to do is start on the outside, feed it through the hole, and you have to go with the same end the whole time. So from the outside, then from the inside out, and turn it around and go from the outside in, and again from the inside out. And that way you'll have 2 tails on the outside that you'll be able to tie into a bow. So then you're just going to adjust your ribbon so that the tails are about the same length. Pull this through. And at this point, this is the time to adjust this one in the back because this is the one you're going to see from the other side. So we're just going to putz with the ribbon just a little bit to get it where I want it. And so it's flat against the back. Then I'm going to take my little gold cord here. And I think for the one on the inside, and you can totally skip this step if you want to, but I thought I want to have this on the inside in case somebody wants to hang something there. So I'm just going to take this through and stick it down in. And then I think what we'll do is tie it from the inside just to secure it onto that ribbon. And like I said, you can totally skip this step if you want to, but I do think I want to have this on the inside just in case somebody wants to hang a cute little I don't know, tree ornament or a keychain or something on the inside. So I'm just gonna put that on the inside and let it hang down. Okay, now we're gonna take the gold other piece that we have and feed it through there. This is what is going to hang it from your tree or your hook or wherever you're gonna hang it from. So we're gonna twist that around and just knot the cording. You can use fat ribbon for this too if you want, but I kind of like the cording. It's a little more like a hanger then. So when you gift this, you can gift it just like a regular ornament, or you can put your little surprise inside. We're going to tie the bow here. And just be careful when you're tying the bow that you don't pull too hard and rip the holes that you punched. That wouldn't be good. There you have it. Cute little hanging ornament. You can trim the tails off and make them straight again if they frayed a little bit. But there you go. That's all there is to it. Too cute. I want to try these with a couple of more different sizes, but I'm going to do another one. If you want to hang and watch, you can. If you don't want to watch, that's cool too. I'm anxious to see what you guys do with this. Okay, this is random paper that I had left from last year. So I'm just going to fold it in half. Both directions. Corner to corner. And I think you'll get faster with these as you go. Corner to corner again. Okay, then we're going to break the fibers a little bit with the bone folder just by pulling the cardstock across and letting the bone folder do the work for you. I'll do all four corners or all 4 points. Just enough to break the fibers a little bit. Do that one. I think I got them, missed this one. You'll know it if you miss it because it won't fold as easily when you go to fold it. Okay, so now all we're gonna do, let's get that out of the way, is just like you're making a paper airplane. These lines are a little easier to see because it's a kind of plain paper on the inside. Again, what you want on the outside to show is what you want to have down on your table. So here we go, making our point so it doesn't rip. And if you fold it right, your tips should line up. It should be pretty precise. If you can. And you want to go a quarter of a turn and go around and do all of these points on all 4 sides. Using your bone folder as you go to burnish the lines or the folds. Okay. One more, I think we have one more corner after this. There we go. And one more. And then we're just going to cut out the extra bulk to make our ornament with less paper inside so that you can put an item in there, some little gift, chocolates, bonbons, little matchbox cars, kind of anything you want. Okay, now this is easy to see. I think this would be easier for you to be able to see than the first one. So we're going to fold it in half, have the crease side down towards you, and these two little flaps will fold up. You're going to trim off and leave from here to here where the fold is about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. And just trim off that excess. Do this side. Don't have to be precise, you're not really going to see this. You just want to get that extra paper out of the inside. Fold it the other direction, and then you'll have the same flaps on either side. Trim that off. Then we're gonna punch our holes. Right there on that center line. Then open it up and fold it the other way and use that as a guide then to punch your other hole. So I can see right where that is. That way all your holes are in the same spot. Makes it easier when you go to thread your ribbon in. Okay, there you have it. So now we're just going to do the same thing we did on the last one. Just fold in all 4 sides so that these go towards the inside of the ornament. Just like that. And then all you do is bring your points together. And there you have it. Oh, see this one? This is good. This one popped out a little. So if you just take your finger and push it down so that all of your ones go in that are supposed to go in. Too cute. So this one I'm just going to take, I think, some of this gold ribbon. I'm going to cut 15 inches again, give or take. And then I'll cut some of this gold. Maybe I use silver. Nope, there's gold on here, so I think I'll use gold again. So we'll cut some gold. And we want about 10 inches of that. Turn that off. And I'm only going to do the one this time so you can see you don't have to do that inside one if you don't want to. I think that might have just made it a little confusing. So you want to start with this end, go from the outside to the inside. Same end from the inside to the outside. Okay, get in there. Turn it, keeping with the same end from the outside to the inside. And then last one from the inside to the outside. Then gently pull your ribbon through so that your tails are about the same length. Fiddle with the back here so that it's flat, because that's the piece everyone's going to see. Then you'll take your cording and just push it up underneath that ribbon. Tie it in a knot. There you go. And then, oops, flip that right over. Then you can just tie your bow like so. Trim your ends if you need to. And there you have it. I'm going to do one last one in a 6x6 so you can see how that goes. So I'm just going to take, I think this is a 6 by 6, or this obviously is by 12, but I think it's 6 inches wide. So let's just check. It's not quite 6 inches wide, it's 5 3/4. So as long as I'm square, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna cut a piece that's 5 3/4. And we're gonna do the same thing just to see how it comes out. So same thickness, I think. So we're just going to fold it in half. Now this is much tinier. I'm not sure if it's harder to work with or easier to work with. So we're gonna fold it in half, both directions, making sure to line up your corners. Then point to point. Does seem to work up a little faster though. Turn it and go point to point again. Open it up. Then you're just going to do the same thing and kind of break the fibers on the corners. Do all 4 of them. Just makes it easier to fold if you break the fibers. Now this one's a little busy on the inside, so it's a little harder to see. And again, I take my fingernail and just kind of work that point to make it come out without ripping. And make sure that I'm on the line, which I am, because I can almost not see it. Do the same thing to this side. This side's sometimes easier because you have a guide from the first side that you did. Use my bone folder. And like I said earlier, if you don't have a bone folder, you can use the back of a spoon or something. I've been known to use my Wink of Stella. If I can't find my bone folder, I just use the tube. Okay, we're gonna do this next corner. And you'll know if you miss one when you go to fold it, because it's not going to fold unless you have all 4 corners done. So we'll roll this in, kind of work with that point a little bit. Turn it again, go to the next corner. This does remind me of making paper airplanes when I was little. I used to like doing those, or those, what they call them, cootie catchers that you made and you used when you were sitting in class with the numbers on it to make you decide which number to pick, and something was written underneath. Those were fun. I always liked playing with paper and making stuff. I guess this is my adult form of that. Okay, I lost count. I think I have 1 more to do. Yep, that one's not done yet. So we'll do this last one. At least I think it's the last one. And I can't see it. So I'm going to lift this up so I know where I'm folding. There we have it. Fold the other one like that. Use my bone folder again. Okay, now this one's tiny. I don't think I'll be putting anything inside it, but I'm just going to trim this off, and I'll take about half of the width of it, so it still leaves more than 1/4 of an inch there. Do the same thing here. Just cut the corner off so that this piece, now you can see, is about the same width the whole way up. I'm going to open it up and fold it the other way and do the same thing. Maybe I'll hold it this way, so that way you can see what I'm doing easier. And this side. There you go. And when you open it up, there you have it. So we're going to pull these pieces in just like we did the big one. Get them ready to go. I guess first we should punch our holes. So fold it. This reminds me of pants. So we're going to fold it down like that with the legs of the pants pointing towards you. Punch a hole, approximately still about 1/2 inch in, because you don't want to get too close to the tip or it will rip. You can use a smaller hole punch if you want to as well. Use that as a guide to do your points on the other side. That way they're all kind of lined up and in the same place and you don't have to measure. Then we're gonna just fold those sides in like that. And fold it shut. That's adorable. Let's see how big it is compared to this one, because this one might have been a 4-inch square. I think it was, because this one was almost 6. No, I still think it might have been 5, because there's not that much difference in the height. I'll have to make another one now because I don't remember, but it would make cute for like a ring or a little pair of earrings or something. There you have it. And then you do the same thing. I'm still going to use 15 inches on here. I could probably get away with a little less because this is a smaller one, but I'm going to do 15 and take another 10 of the cording. And we'll do this one last time, outside to inside, using the same end the whole way around, then inside to the outside, give it a turn, outside to inside, and last but not least, inside to outside. And I'll fold these up and loosen this piece a little so we can pull that through the whole way. The back of it looks nice and flat, so I don't have to worry about that. Then I'll take my little gold cording and just pull it up through. Tie a knot. And that's going to be your hanger. Then we're just going to tie a little bow. And you could make a little tag and hang off of this bow. That'd be a lot of fun. Everyone would enjoy getting a little gift made in a handmade box or a little handmade ornament. That one's cute. I like the little ones a lot. They're adorable. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, send me a message or just drop a comment down in the post. All right, everyone, hope you have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to check out my link. It's linktree/CJRiss. So it's linktr.ee/CJRISS. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you soon.